Welcome back. Episode 2 of Lights Out Podcast. You thought we were done? Never. We're back. We're back with a vengeance, and we're here today to talk about Ava's favorite team. Ava, hostess with the mostest.
McLaren.
Number one in our eyes.
Yes, number one in my heart. I love McLaren with my whole heart. Like, they're literally the best. Like, they're so good. Also, let's start off with talking about the new livery. They just came out with it, like, just randomly. Like, it was just so random. Like, you open Instagram, boom, there it is, like, bang in your face. It was interesting, but it looks so good this year. It looks so good. I'm actually so excited for like all the other teams too, but this one was definitely my fave. It was giving like their like media team was like giving Gen Z, like it was like really good. It was just like they like hard launched their new livery. It was really funny.
What's the livery?
Like the car looks.
Oh,
like the
so exciting. Let's see it. Let's see McLaren.
Okay, so this is McLaren. You can't really see it, but like it's like it looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at that. Look at that. And the video for it and everything
it literally
was just
looks
so
like a flame. Like it's on fire. Let's go. We're
like,
hot.
Yes. Oh my god, I love orange. Like the orange and the like the black and like
the contrast.
Yes, like it looks so
it's
good.
giving cheetah. Oh no.
If that's how you want to interpret it, go ahead.
Sure.
But not me. I don't see cheetah in it. Okay, guys, as promised, we're going to be talking about the history of the teams, you know, like just about the teams in general. And let's talk about McLaren. So they were formed in 1963 by Bruce McLaren. They had names with them like Ayrton Senna, Alan Prost, Lewis Hamilton, and so many more. They had their debut in Monaco. They have won 183 races.
183.
Yeah, that's a lot of races.
Yeah.
12 driver championships, 8 constructor championships, and they won their first Grand Prix in 1968 and at the Belgium Grand Prix. They had 503 podiums. I remember we talked about podiums last episode, right. So that's a lot of podiums.
And podium means that you basically first, second, or third.
Yeah, you get first, second, or third place, like at the end of the race.
Right.
So right now, as of 2018, there's Zach Brown is the CEO of McLaren F1 team. They're the only team that's competing in Formula One, IndyCar, Formula E, Extreme E, and esports. That's like 5 things that they're doing. That's a lot
that they participate in.
Yeah,
that is a lot.
I think that they're the only team that's doing all those stuff.
All I hear is cha-ching, 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 and because they're winning everything.
I wouldn't say winning, but I mean because we'll get into that what happened last season, but they are the most popular and successful Formula One team in my opinion, but others may
I mean sponsored by House.
Actually. So they had a lot of achievements like last season. They had the best rookie of the year, which is Oscar Piastri. I love him so much. So the drivers are Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. Lando Norris is the number 1 driver. He's been driving with them since he started. He's really good. He
looks so young.
I know. He's in his 20s. Most drivers are. But yeah, they had a lot of people driving with them. They had Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, and some other people. I don't know what name, but yeah. Some more stuff. Oh, the rival is Ferrari. Which is interesting because why Ferrari? Why not anyone else? Why is it everyone your rival and they're that good? You know,
right?
Like everyone should be your rival. But yeah, they won their first world championship in 1974. Still a long time ago.
That's not
literally ancient.
That's not that long ago. Don't. Moving on.
Their headquarters are located in Woking, United Kingdom. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but
just the UK.
Another
most European team where it's gloomy and dark
and just not sunshine and rainbows all the time because who wouldn't want that? But last season, let's talk about last season. Okay. So last season they started out with the tractor. Okay. I don't know what kind of car that was. It wasn't fast. It wasn't giving what it needed to give. Then they had some upgrades after, I think it was after winter break or something. Oh my Lord. Where did this come from? who are these people? They got into the track and they were just zooming past everyone. Like, oh, good Lord. They were doing so good. I think Lando got like a lot of podiums last season, like
After
against
they switched
Max.
cars?
They didn't switch cars, they just had upgrades to it.
Are they allowed to do that mid-season?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone can have upgrades, but like you only get a certain amount for the one season. You can't just like, oh, we don't like that, we're gonna change after every race. It's like a designated time that you can do it. But yeah, like they were not giving, their car was like really slow. They weren't even in like, it was just wasn't it. And then all of a sudden, boom, bam, pow. Whoa, mind blown.
Do you remember which race that was? Where they finally was like, okay, they're bringing some competition. They're bringing some heat.
It was like after like the first race after, I think, winter break or summer break. I forgot which one.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, they did so good up until the last. Like Lando was giving it his all. So was Oscar for his first season as a rookie. Woo!
Give us a little background on Oscar Piastri.
Okay.
I mean, his name just sounds so like what's the word I'm looking for? Mysterious. Oscar Piastri.
So he's from Australia.
Mhm.
So 2023 is his first season racing.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That's why he got Rookie of the Year.
Oh, he got Rookie of the Year?
Yes, I said this like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I was listening, but I didn't
Yeah, I
hear
know.
you.
But yeah, he got Rookie of the Year. He's a talented driver, but there was a bit of drama surrounding him coming into the 2023 season. I know he was a reserve driver, I think, for Alpine, and then some stuff happened, and then McLaren like signed him for 2023. Yeah, but I think this season has been really good for him. As like his first season in Formula One. Like he was like, I think he was the first rookie of the season to score points. He scored a lot of points last season. He won his first race.
Where?
It was the sprint race in. Okay, so Oscar Piastri's first race that he won was the 2023 Qatar Grand Prix.
Love Qatar.
That was also the race that a lot of drivers had to
exits because of the heat. We talked about that last episode. It was really hot. The car emits so much heat. The engine is literally sitting on their back, and they're in all this heat and fire resistant gear, not to mention their helmet, and they're confined in a little space like this. So it gets really, really hot over there in Qatar already. And then you add that. So that's just another added element that you think they're just in the car driving. No, it is insane the amount of training that they have to go through.
The G-forces, they have to do all this neck training, they have to do all this like physical body training.
These guys are athletes. Like I feel like some of the actual like NFL, NBA, they can't compete physically
now. But yeah, it was the 2023 Grand Prix Qatar sprint shootout that he won. That was like insane. That was amazing. Like as a rookie, his first race won. Amazing. Like I can't believe it. Like I'm so proud of him and everything. And then as for Lando, he hasn't won a race yet, but he's been super close to. He's gotten a podium like so many times. Behind Max, but like it's Max, but he's just like he's been doing so good, like really showing his potential, and he's such like what's the word? Like when you're really like good at something and like everyone like has their eye on you. That's what he is, basically. But yeah, like that season for McLaren started off rocky, and then it just exploded into something so amazing.
Yeah, and I think they're coming. 2024, they're gonna be up there. They're gonna be a team that we're gonna really keep our eyes on. And they did sign Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri again. So those are their two main drivers that we have to look forward to seeing again in 2024.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to seeing Piastri, because winning Rookie of the Year and having this time to train and get better, like it's just gonna get so much better for him. I think he's really gonna be competition for Max.
Yeah, I think so. But we haven't really seen how the cars are yet, but like seeing how the upgrades from last season just like skyrocketed their car, like I'm really excited to see like what their car is like this season and how it's going to compare to the Red Bull car and like what the competition is going to look like compared to McLaren.
I think we should talk about Red Bull next, because we keep on mentioning Max and Red Bull and them being just like
Yeah.
top tier.
They are.
I'm tired of seeing Max win. It's like kind of getting boring. Like I want somebody
know.
else to win. Even second place, we get excited because it's somebody else because
Yeah, I feel like we're just watching the race for whoever gets second place.
right, because we already know who's first place.
Yeah.
Max.
Unless something happens, but I doubt it because their car is so good. But we don't know for this season.
Right.
This new season, we don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But they are really rich, so they could just have a really good car. But yeah.
Every day we're getting updates on the season, the 2024 season. We get updates. We're sharing them on the Instagram. Make sure you follow us. We're on that Lights Out Podcast on Instagram, Lights Out Podcast on YouTube. We'll make sure to link it and make sure you follow because there's updates every day for the 2024 season.
Yes.
The countdown is on. We cannot wait.
I'm so excited. I literally cannot stop thinking about it. Like I'm in class, like gosh, I just want to watch a race right now. I just want to because but like when during the 2023 season, I was just on my computer in class watching every single race. Like I was doing my work. I was doing my work. I did my work. I was watching the races. I was like, oh, what are you watching? I'm like F1, and then they're like, what's that? And I'm like, just watch. It's so amazing. And they're like, wow, that's so cool. Yeah,
but it's not just the race, it's all the work that they put into it. It's like, so let's talk a little bit about the McLaren team. Any drama? It's time. What time is it, Ava?
Pit stop.
It's the pit stop.
Okay, guys. So if you didn't already know and you're new to the podcast, at the end of each episode, we do something called the pit stop, where we talk about something controversial or it's just some drama or something worth note about each team. And since we're talking about McLaren, let's get into it. So there's 3 things that I want to talk about that has happened over the past few months.
Ava tried talking about it earlier. I said, I don't want to hear it because I want her to tell me on the podcast so you can get my live real reaction to the team.
Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the McLaren junior driver.
What's a junior driver?
They're a junior driver.
Oh, they're like
it's like an academy.
Okay.
So the McLaren F1 junior driver.
Who's the junior driver? Bianca Bustamante.
Yes. So she's one of the F1 McLaren team junior drivers in the academy. So there was a tweet on Twitter, because tweet and Twitter, duh. So there's a tweet on Twitter and
it's X now.
Is it actually?
It's not Twitter anymore. It's X. Thanks to Elon.
Anyways,
shout out to Elon. Not shout out. He's not.
Okay. Anyways, so there's a tweet on Twitter, something about Lance Stroll and how he uses his daddy's money or whatever to race, and someone said some things that weren't really nice. And who liked the post?
Bianca?
Yes, she liked the post. So now everyone's on TikTok. I opened TikTok. What's going on? And apparently the post said something about Lance Stroll, and it was an ableist tweet about Lance Stroll, and she liked it. And then her apology was saying, oh, yeah, my brother has autism, so I would never, and used her brother as an excuse.
Then why did she like the tweet?
I don't know. I don't know. There was a lot
not looking
going
good
on.
for Bianca. Not looking good for her. And she's one of the only girl drivers.
Yes.
Like, get
It's
it together.
Like,
you need to represent girl power.
Yeah, I was so confused. I did this whole deep dive and everything, and like everyone was like bashing on her for it. It's like all cleared up now. This was a few weeks ago, but like I was like, what is going on?
Lots of damage control, I'm sure, for McLaren.
Yeah, but I think all is good now.
Okay, good.
That was something.
That was some tea.
Now for number 2 tea, we got Lando Norris 2021 Russian Grand Prix. So if you don't know what happened in the Russian Grand Prix, it was raining in Russia, duh, because it's raining. And
at least it wasn't snowing.
And they're driving, they're doing their thing. And who's leading the race? Lando Norris. Who's behind him? Lewis Hamilton. Okay. So now Lando's like, oh my God, I'm in first place. I'm a rookie. He was like newer to racing. He's leading the race. It's raining. The team goes, would you like to come in to pit? Should we pit for wets? And he's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not pitting for wets. What happens 2 seconds later? He slides off, loses first position. Who's in first now? Lewis.
Lewis.
Ends up winning the race. He comes in like fourth or something. It was just
Either
felt
way, I
so
feel like
bad.
if he would have pitted, he still would not have come in first place.
I know, but if he had the tires meant for the rain, he might
Yeah.
have. He might have. He
So
might
you
have had
can
that
use
chance.
different types of tires dependent on different type of.
So there's medium, softs, hards. Those are like the main ones for like a regular race. And then if it's raining, there's wets and sleets, I think. Yeah. So he could have pitted for wets because it was pouring rain. But no. He said no. And then lost grip on the track.
That's what happened. Rookie move. I'm sure he kicks himself in the behind every day thinking about that.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's fine because you live and you learn, and there's some lessons that sometimes you have to learn yourself.
Yeah.
Or you can just listen to the experts. When they tell your ass to pit, you better pit.
Yeah. For the last pit stop drama of the episode, we have the Oscar Piastri x Alpine drama. Okay. So basically, I think this was 2022, I think. As I said before, Oscar Piastri was, I think, the reserve driver for Alpine.
Okay.
Like Alpine, right? So he was doing his thing, but the team principal of Alpine just thought, oh yeah, he's going to be driving with us, when obviously he could have different offers to go to different teams, which he did. And the whole time, there's so much more going on, like behind closed doors. There was Daniel Carter leaving McLaren, and then the seat open, and he didn't have anywhere else to go. And then there's like Alpine's looking for new. It was a whole thing, right? So they just thought, yeah, since Oscar's our reserve driver, he's obviously going to be driving for us next season. But that wasn't the case because Oscar hadn't signed anything saying he would. So then Oscar put out a tweet. I'll try to find the tweet and I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it here for the tweet. Okay, so Oscar put out the tweet and he was like, I don't know what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. I'm not driving for Alpine next season. And then what did he do next? He signed with McLaren. He signed with McLaren.
The tea is piping hot.
And Alpine was like, oh. Yeah, it was this whole thing. And literally everyone's like, Oscar, you ate that up. You ate Alpine up. Like literally left 0 crumbs. Okay. He was the star of the show. And also, it's even funnier when you watch Drive to Survive, that episode of Drive to Survive. It's so funny. Just like the tweet pops out, it's like the little tweet noises. And then it's like Oscar like working out or something. And then it like cuts to the Alpine like team principal. And he's like, well, now we gotta find a driver. It's more funny when you watch it, but it was
too bad for Alpine. Their loss. They didn't run that money, and McLaren got that money and said, Piastri, come eat. That's the end of our episode. Thank you so much, you guys, for listening, liking, subscribing, commenting. It means the world to us that we're sitting here. We're doing something that we like. We like to spend time together. We like to talk about F1. And when I say we, I mean Ava. She loves to talk about F1. I'm just here to support her dream. McLaren, #1. Let's see it.
I love McLaren.
And then we will be recording again probably every 2 weeks because we have lives, we have stuff. But every 2 weeks, we're going to be talking. Next time, we're going to be talking about
Red Bull.
It gives you wings. Let's go, Max. Max is #1. Got a lot of players coming for that seat. 2024. Let's go. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all the things. Lights Out Podcast. And we're out.
Peace.